to this. This is very artists have two moods. Mood 1, mood 2. So it's like, ooh, you get to see a whole chapter ahead. Exciting. Anyways, let's switch. Yeah, let's switch over here. So the 2 pages that I'm going to be working on today, because these ones I don't really have to do in full color. I just need that eventually. You bread? No, wait, I can't make the same mistake again. I cannot say that again. Hold on, sorry, his tits need to be bigger. Very important. I very much made my character explicitly have fat rack, so I need to make sure I'm staying true to that, as it were. Listen. This one is just when started this period. That's it.
Hold on.
That's the unofficial name of that particular piece. It's just he started his period.
Okay, now sounds should actually work with alerts.
Wait, did I actually say No, I didn't! Hail Mary, not Mary. Hey guys, did you know? Hey guys, did you know that I recently upped my dose of testosterone and I've been gradually gaining more body hair and it's been on my mind? Okay, that's cool, that's fine. Everything's fine and cool, and we're gonna go take a break real quick while my face stops burning. I just want to get at least his colors down. 11. Something. Kiss me, sis. No! We're not bringing 2 years to this. What's just happened to my voice? No, guys, no. It's happening. My voice, it's starting to die. Oh my... Hi, Dee. How are you? You fuck. Goodness gracious. Alright. I think that's done. Not bad. You know what? There's a couple parts that are a bit wank. Nope. Wonk. There's a couple places that are a little bit wonky, but that's okay. Hi, Kate. But yeah, no. Issa does take a single look at Mallory and is like, God damn. Mind you, just so, you know, very, very important. Issa's height. Right there. Compared to Mallory. You know, it's fun that Mallory was the last clip, considering today's page actually gets to introduce her. Hi everyone, I'm back, and I'm not dying anymore. Hold on, let me adjust the volume. If Deezer will stop being a bitch. There we go. Now you can hear me a bit better. Hi everyone, I've missed you. Oh my goodness, I've been going absolutely bananas. Yeah, the vocal whiplash is really funny.
Shrimp heaven now.
Hey now. Okay, I was only slightly shrimping, all right? Just slightly. But yeah, vocal whiplash. One of the funniest things of having featured clips and stuff like that is that
now all I can hear whenever they're playing is just I know when this was from. This was from before I started on T, and this is like from a few months ago, and now we're here. So, hi everyone. Yeah, this is my voice a handful of days after having tonsillitis. Did you guys know that continuous tonsillitis twice a year, every year minimum, apparently is not normal? And it took 29 years for a doctor to finally look at my throat. She glanced at my throat and was like, yeah, your tonsils are completely inflamed. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah. Has it just, it's felt like this whole time? And it's like, yes. And it's like, yeah, it's tonsillitis. I'm going to give you some antibiotics. Well, sorry, let me fucking tell you. Tonsillitis, not fun. It's not fun. Your whole throat hurts. Your breathing hurts. Lying down hurts. It's unpleasant. Oh, good. Love healthcare. Yeah, and that's the thing. Again, it's the... I literally brought it up with my mother because I saw her this weekend because it was my niece's first birthday and it was really cute. But I brought it up with her. I was like, so did you know that it was tonsillitis this whole time? And she was like, do you know how many doctors we brought you to when you were younger and they just couldn't tell? And it's like, okay, so that has to be a lie. That has to be a lie. Because there's no way a doctor took a glance at my opened mouth with a flashlight and was like, oh, you have tonsillitis. Here's some antibiotics. You'll feel better in a few days. Lo and behold, I felt better in a few days. Bruh. Knowing her, it's probably doctors she brought you to. No, seriously. I'm so glad I don't go to that family doctor anymore. Anyways, I'm feeling a lot better now. I can actually talk for extended amounts of time without being in absolute agony. So I'm back. I would have been back earlier, but then Northern Ontario caught on fire. I don't know if anyone's heard about this, but Northern Ontario caught fire, and the amount of smoke that blew to the south turned the entire city sepia colored, and you could not go outside without breathing problems, which having tonsillitis at the same time was really tough. So kind of took me out. And then I was like, okay, I'm finally doing better. And I wake up this morning at 6 a.m. to the loudest crash of lightning I have ever heard in my life, because I think the lightning struck like a block away. So there's going to be lightning storms all day today. The universe is conspiring against me from streaming or being a content creator of any sort. So anyway, Skybox is a mysterious video game, seriously. But yeah, it's bullshit. This has been a bullshit weather week. And of course, the lightning storms are caused by the wildfires. Just to be super clear. I got surge protectors for sure. But I'm just letting y'all know, if the stream suddenly stops, it might be because we lost power or something. We should be good. Like, the building I'm in is like, it's got generators and stuff and like backup stuff. But, you know, it's a lot of lightning going on right now. There's this wonderful website, if anyone is curious, called lightningmaps.org. Delightful little community project that keeps track of lightning strikes all across the world. And it's really neat to watch. Yes, live, laugh, love lightning maps. We love lightning maps here. But yes, it's very fun whenever there's a really loud crash of lightning. And it's just time to open up lightning maps and see where that was. Like, there goes another one right off the coast of this, right over the water. And it's like, all right, that'll be hitting me in approximately a minute. I might hear it, maybe. But yes. So hopefully everything is going to be okay. Till then, 10. Just on this side of a success. Very nice, very nice. Till then, let's actually do some art, because I have been working on art during this hiatus, though it's been mostly Skyfell stuff. And then one thing that I can't show on Twitch because my account will be banned. But don't worry. Oh my god, I've been booped by a crow. Hi bestie, how you doing? But we're working on Taisha today because I've had this sketch for so long at this point. And I just have not had the energy to touch it. And so we're going to work on it. This is technically a spoiler, technically. It's from one of the more recent I think it was from 31, very specifically, when Taisha Lloyd does the hottest thing ever and threatens a church. And it's awesome, and she's amazing, and every single character Abria Iyengar has ever made just makes me swoon. But that also just might be Abria Iyengar, so like, Back to writing hell. I believe in you, baby. Yes, I absolutely agree. You should very much be trying to catch up with campaign 4. It is, at this point, it has just become my favorite campaign of Critical Role. No. We're not going full French in this. Where is it? This one's nice. It's the Matt is a good DM, but I'm very glad that they brought Brennan in, because I think Matt couldn't have told a story like this, but Brennan absolutely can. I think Abria also could have told a story like this, but I'm so glad she's playing. Currently watching through Stardust Rhapsody. Hell yeah. Actually, that reminds me. Rude. So that actually reminds me. This stream does actually have... Okay. Thanks for the resub. Does actually have a time limit on it, because for anyone who shares community with the incredible Rhapsody, they are coming and visiting Canada. Specifically, they're coming and seeing me and Ronnie, and we're going to be hanging out, and I'm going to be picking them up from the airport. So I do have a time limit on this stream. Explodes Percy. Yeah, it's going to be lots of fun. So this is going to be probably the only stream of this week. Unless, maybe. Well, I shan't say, just in case it doesn't happen. But this should be the only stream this week. I will be back to regularly scheduled streaming sometime next week. But this weekend, I get to show a bunch of British people Toronto, which is really exciting. I believe they left me behind in the UK. Yeah, hey, babe. That was the thing I didn't want to say just in case it didn't happen, but I think it would be really fun to do a stream with them. You gonna show them the food too? Of course I'm gonna. The food is the main attraction. What, I'm not gonna take them to the fucking CN Tower. Do you know how expensive CN Tower tickets are? They are needlessly expensive for, sure, a cool view that you look at for like 10 minutes and then you're done. It's not worth it. It's like, oh, you want to go to the glass floor, feel that cool vertigo for a little bit? Okay, cool. 5 minutes and you're done. And half the time you can't even go to that floor because there's kids everywhere. So you can't actually enjoy it. Water. Everyone drink. Yes, it is literally going to be British people experiencing flavor for the first time. It's super exciting. It's their first time doing a transatlantic flight too. So big moves. Very excited to take them to some good places. But yeah, literally Ronnie and I, we have a spreadsheet. We are so prepared. We're going to take them to all the delicious places in the city. And then also just some like cool places to walk around. Love a good spreadsheet. Oh yeah. Ronnie is queen of the spreadsheets in this house, mostly because she actually knows how to do all the fancy stuff with spreadsheets, and I don't. Yeah. Also, her job is spreadsheet, so she's gotten pretty good at it over the last, like, 2 years at this point. Can I draw a circle? I think the answer is no, guys. Jeez Louise, hello? Hello? Whatever. My job is not spreadsheets, all I do for fun. Iconic, honestly. Stressed right now because I have to... You have to anamorph into a competent person. Listen, I believe in you. I believe in you. You can do the laundry. Yeah. I mean, Stella, I get it. Though I don't feel like has Critical Role ever really, because I reader insert has never really been my thing. I'll read like OCX canon and stuff, and that's fine, or like OC stories just in setting. I'm a Dragon Age and Baldur's Gate girly. Like that's kind of the bread and butter. But reader insert not so much. But has the Critical Role fandom ever really done a lot of reader insert? Okay, yeah. So Crow, you get it. I don't think I've really ever seen that. Mostly just because people are like, look at these toys that are already made that I can make kiss. You know? Yeah, not really. I'm glad that I wasn't just like completely missing it. That it's just like, yeah, there hasn't really been a presence there. It's a dare from my friends. Valid. Yeah, I don't think there's exactly the culture for it for crit roll. I think genuinely, what I have seen more of is just OC X canon rather than just full reader insert. But you have to be looking for it. Yeah. There definitely isn't as much as other shows or pieces of media, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Listen, I will never yuck anyone's yum when it comes to fan fiction. I am very much of the mind of like ship and let ship and read and let read. There's a reason that once again people are having the discussion of why does Archive of Our Own exist when there's so many dubious and horrible things on there, and it's like, oh, shut up. The origins of Archive of Our Own would fucking kill you where you stood if you're coming at it with that logic. I decided I will listen, if that's what you need in order to anamorph into a functional person, then absolutely do it. I am the biggest I don't know if I'd say enabler, but I will definitely be that person that is like, oh, you need like a little treat in order to get going. Oh boy, get yourself that sweet treat. Listen. There are people that are far older than us that have been writing and reading fan fiction longer than some of our parents have been alive, all right? Modern fan fiction the way it is now, we always have to go back and thank the Star Trek girlies for, all right? We can never forget our origins. First fanfic has its 10-year anniversary on the 25th. Oh god, I don't even want to think about. Now, is this fanfic you wrote or like the first fanfic you read? Because those are two different numbers for me. Yeah, no, listen. AO3 history is the one thing that it's like, listen, if someone gets their hands on my browser history, I can just be like, yeah, I can explain all of it if you want. My AO3 history is no, I just make your judgments on me. I'm not explaining myself. I can't. Fanfic I wrote. Yeah, I think I'd have to actually check. I actually could check right now if I wanted to. Hold on. Oh, what was my username on there? Ah, thank you. I genuinely don't actually remember. I could probably find one of my fics just because it was one of the weird crossover ones, but like, I've had my AO3 for almost 8 years. I should check how long I've had my AO3 account because I know I have been reading fanfic since I was 11. And I am now 29. Ugh. I'm old. That's awesome. Listen, any piece of media that encourages creation, I think is good media. I think it's one of the biggest indicators for anything at this point, where it's like a good piece of media requires at least a minimum of one person to be absolutely bananas over it in order for me to consider it like a good piece of media. It doesn't matter if the story itself is ass or whatever, but so long as there's even like one person that's absolutely like obsessed over it. And it can be a thing of like, yeah, because book fandoms, those are an entirely different beast, right? Because book fandoms tend to be very tiny, except for those random strays that get very, very popular very quickly. But, you know. Iconic. As there when MLP had its own fanfic website. Mm-hmm. What? It contributed. My Little Pony contributed to your King Swap? What? What? No. Yeah. There's nothing quite like being able to find that piece of media that made you bananas and just took over your brain for a few months. And then it's always funny when, like, years later, it comes back again and it just starts eating your brain again. I've actually been having that with Baldur's Gate 3. I have that itch to start a new run. Except it wouldn't be with a new tab. It would be with my same dirge that I've always had, Hemlock. And just properly do a run through with his. And I have to resist. I can't sink another 100 hours.
Heaven, now!
Ugh, everyone do a stretch. Oh, hi, Ronnie. What's up? What? Oh, thank you for the time check. I still have 4 minutes, though.
I know.
Thank you.
I'll be back here in 3 minutes.
Okie dokie. I asked Ronnie to keep an eye on the clock for me because it is Skyfell Day. Oh, actually, you know what? We can take these 3 minutes. We're going to hit save on this real quick. Where is it? We're going to make a quick little update graphic because I forgot to do it beforehand. 7. There you go. Look, the baby girl. Peter, the horse is here. Is everyone's fave from Campaign 4? That's a really difficult question for me, honestly. Okay. Page 5. Tayor. Oh, buddy. Yeah. Understandable. I'm very spoilers for the more recent episodes of Critrole. I'm very excited for Travis's new character though. it's gonna. I know this man's gonna absolutely kill it, but what is he doing? There's so many things he could do. No, you're right. You're right. Update graphic. Okay. And I'll hit send on that in a second. Hell girl dad fang. Yeah. Problematic fave, Julian. Oh, absolutely. Listen, I think truly favorite. It is a tie between, it's a 4-way tie. Between Taisha, Tyranny, Octus. Oh, maybe it's a 5-way tie. No, I'm trying my best, but it is those three mostly. It's whenever they show up, my brain just goes yippee, 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 you know? I'm excited to see more of Julian now. Because I like him mostly because I see the potential. And also because I ship Nightingale. But that's unrelated. Oh, we're in ads? Okay, hold on. I will pause. Yes, it is noon. Thank you. Hey. Hey guys, new page of Skyfall. Go look at it. Good timing. Ad is over and there's a new page of Skyfall. But yeah, all the girlies are the best. No, seriously. Okay. Honestly, Ozane is also pretty up there for me, but that's just because I've seen Luis play in a few different things now. Yeah, Murray. But that's also just, listen, I am contractually obligated to like any Marisha Ray character, no matter the campaign. Like, across 4 campaigns now, favorite character has been Keyleth, Bo, Laudna, and now we got Murray. Marisha just makes her characters with special sauce that appeals to me specifically. Yeah. Also Bolaire. Listen, it's Taliesin and Marisha characters always end up being my favorite in some way, shape, or form. And the trend does in fact continue in this campaign. I love Bolaire so much. He's fucking awful, and it's great. He is a prime freak, and it's delightful. It's difficult to go into the CR tag sometimes because there will just sometimes be untagged hate and discourse and stuff, and it's the like, wow, you guys sure are the type of people that are like, oh, we love complicated characters, and then we'll shit on Bolaire. Oh yeah, no, CR fans can't read. This is a known fact. They can't read. They don't have media literacy or reading comprehension. We know this. Oh, hi, babe. What's up?
CR fans know how to read about as much as they know how to be polite in a fandom space.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we've been here long enough. Yeah, because that is the thing. for those who don't know, I'm not going to say a super prominent artist during campaign 2, but I definitely was known during Critical Role campaign 2. And I left at the end of the campaign. I left the fandom entirely because the fandom had gotten so toxic towards the end of the second campaign that it was just insufferable to be in the same space. I nearly did not come back. But then they announced that Brennan was going to be the DM. And then they announced that it was going to be Westmarch style. And then they announced that they were going to be adding a bunch of new players. And suddenly I was like, okay, Brennan's at the helm. I'll give it a shot. And then all 13 of them grabbed me by the throat. And then Brennan himself grabbed me by the ankle and fucking thrashed me around like Hulk threw around Loki in the Avengers movie. It was that bad. It was absolutely that bad. Campaign 4 now has definitely shot off a lot of rent-lowering gunshots. The days of Sapphire Stained Cobalt stares longingly. Yeah. But yeah, it was very bad. It was very, very bad. It still is bad, but at least now people know better than to say their bad shit where everyone can see, at least on Tumblr. I don't use Twitter though, and I don't use Reddit. And I know there's people doing fuck shit there. But also, a lot of the CR cast has been better educated with how to deal with people online. They did the very correct thing of unmeshing themselves as much as they were in the fandom. Because, yeah, I think part of the biggest issue was just how open they were to the public and not quite realizing, hey guys, so actually, this isn't a good idea to do. Yeah, the only time I'm using Reddit is either because I have a very specific question that needs an answer that someone answered 6 years ago. Or sometimes I will look on, like, because I do have an account there. I do have one that is just entirely I follow like a certain niche communities on there. A couple of like TTRPG ones and stuff like that. But it's like, I do not interact with anyone. I don't post there. I just read. That's it. There we go. I also like going on the Claire Obscure subreddit. There's some very tasty art that has been posted there. But yeah, the CR fandom has always really been bad. But they've definitely, because the biggest problem was straight up, it was the Nazis. And there's still a Nazi problem, but that's also kind of most fandoms these days anyways. Because there are just people that are a little too comfortable saying how much they dislike only the black players at the table, you know, just Abria. And it's like, wow, okay, so you suck. But fortunately, those people are being ousted very quickly. But, you know, they still complain. Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of really awful people in the fandom. If you ever want a taste of that, On Tumblr, there is CR Discourse. Runan, what do you mean had? What do you mean had? Unfortunately, it's not a past tense yet. There's still a lot of really fucking bad people in the community. Yeah, it's unfortunate. The thing of great, you're yeah, it is the thing of like every single online community has them. And when they added Abria and Luis and Robbie, oh boy, were people coming out of the woodwork to be like, ugh, I don't like their characters. They're so insert whatever fucking stereotype / microaggression / straight up aggression / whatever. It sucks. It just sucks. Or, I mean, like, CR has always had a misogynist problem. The amount of Marisha haters from day fucking one because of Keyleth. They've even made fun of that shit in many, many different instances. Yeah, same hat, yep. I consider that CR would attract this type of people. No, of course not. But this was also part of the thing of, because it was an entirely white table, like let's get into the optics of it for a second. For the first 3 campaigns, it was an entirely white table of successful voice actors who, at least most of them, on the surface, you could probably just be like, oh, they're probably cis and straight. And then Taliesin might be a bit wonky, because on the surface, that's just what it would look like. And then here comes C4, and everyone's like, hey, no, stop that. We've heard the complaints of having an entirely white table, so we're bringing in some of our really cool friends who absolutely deserve the spotlight just as much as we do. And people were pissy about it. So, yeah. Anytime you think a fandom doesn't have racists or bigots in it, you're wrong. And I hate that that's sort of the thing. It's really, really bullshit. Yeah, the new campaign is incredible. But all of the fucking weirdos are just coming out of the woodworks being like, it's not as good as Matt's. It's not as good as Exandria. And it's like, okay, well then you can leave. You don't have to watch it. No one is forcing you to stay to watch any of the current stuff. But they're like tying themselves to the metaphorical tree and just being like, no, I have to stay here, but I'm going to complain about it the whole time. And it's like, you're the one who is sitting your ass here. No one cares that you don't like it anymore. We're enjoying it. Seriously. Also, hi Alma, how you doing? Just curate my internet. Yeah, listen. It's so important to be able to curate your internet experience well, but it is also important to not forget that your internet experience is curated. I think that's actually like Not to toot my own horn. That is actually a good way to put it, is the like, yeah, you have to curate your own internet experience in order to enjoy your time on the internet. You also have to remember it is curated. And there is stuff beyond your curation. God, I wish the internet was just the way that my curated little timeline was. But unfortunately, there are lots of people who are idiots. Oh, yeah. Listen, you're asking how are people forgetting the origins? It's because they just straight up never knew. They joined fandom so late. The wave of, let's be real here, normies that joined fandoms and then were shocked when they saw fandom behavior and disgusted and tried to change fandom to suit them rather than doing the correct thing and either fucking off or learning to curate their own experience. It's not surprising that people don't know the history of things like AO3. All of the history of, I mean, like slash fiction in general. Yeah, the COVID fandom surge is it's like y'all forgot why you bullied us. Yeah, really. Oh, why is my phone buzzing? It does suck though, but that's why it's so important to make sure that you have your own corners. Like this one, where we can discuss these things at length. I think I'm gonna do some of those by hand. Would be better. Oh yeah. Because I was there for the porn ban of 2018. I was there. But it was awful. Some of my favorite people just vanished overnight because of the ban. And I had to find them like on Twitter or on Instagram, or they just vanished completely. Oh, here comes Ronnie.
Hi.
Hi.
I have very strong feelings about the 2018 porn ban because 2018 was when I first made my my Tumblr account. And when it was the thing of like, okay, I'm gonna get onto Tumblr and I'm gonna start engaging with all of this stuff, and everyone's been telling me I should get on Tumblr, and then like 3 days later they banned NSFW content, and it was literally just the like my first step onto the platform, and they banned the primary thing that I engaged with on the platform.
Damn. They targeted you specifically, huh?
Which is why I've just never really gotten into Tumblr, which sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, that and then the COVID surge into fandom spaces, and then shortly after Elon buying Twitter and a bunch of people showing up to Tumblr and trying to
the
act like it was
Twitter, the Twitter refugees, and then like a year later with the Reddit refugees.
Mhm.
Oh my god!
Like those 4 events,
because they happened in rapid succession.
The fandom surge, the Twitter migration, then the Reddit migration. Those fucking killed anything. any shape of fandom that used to exist prior to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I left Tumblr for a while to be on Twitter. Because that was where, I mean, traction completely died in 2018, 2019. And then I started becoming really, really active on Twitter. And then 2023 happened and I left, which huge improvement for my mental health. Holy moly. But every once in a while, I'll still feel a small little twang of FOMO, and then I'll see how things are going on Twitter, and then I'm like, never mind. Yeah, that's literally it. I only have an account so that I can see posts on Twitter, but I don't use it. Exactly. Okay, we got lines. All the hair is going to be done by hand, of course. Yeah, I was only there for basically the same thing. I was like, yes, let me have a platform to cross post my stuff on. And then it was like, oh, actually, I'm getting way more success on here. And then I made my side account for MCYT, and then so on and so forth. Eh. Yeah, fandom has a very long and rich history that a lot of people will walk into and just act like they own the fucking place. And it's like, hey man, I don't think you want to do that for multiple reasons. But mostly, you will be laughed out expeditiously.
I've literally got so much to do. I'm like, freaking calm down. Relaxation.
All right.
Stop screaming.
Yeah, it's the same thing. We'll take a little hands-off break while I do some stretching. It really is the same thing as all of the new and baby gays being like, we can't have kink at Pride. And it's like, sorry, who do you think established this community? We would not be anywhere without the leather gays. If we didn't have the leather community with us, there would be no fucking Pride. You know? Still lose it at the one person on TikTok trying to get the police involved on AO3. Oh, gosh. Yep. No kink at Pride. Who decided that? No, seriously. It's forever the thing of, there are far too many times where it's like, wow, this is like the third time this discourse has happened over the span of this year. Who's psyoping right now, trying to get this shit going? Because it's getting like kind of annoying at this point. It's like, oh, jeez, hold on. I will just go like this. There is no point in getting actually invested in fandom these days. I'm not even. Here's the thing. I know you guys are literally watching me draw fan art for a fandom. I cannot stress enough how much I do not consider myself a part of a fandom. And I have not considered myself a part of a fandom since like Empires Season 2. I have not considered myself to be in any fandom whatsoever. I will still make art. I will still engage in the conversation. I'm not a part of a fandom. I also kind of miss Empires, but only kinda. A willow. I don't know what that word is. Corviv, what does that mean? You're a fan, but you don't participate in fandom. Exactly. Yeah, the only type of engaging with others I do is I will comment on people's art. I will leave kudos on fanfics. I will leave comments on fanfics. I love leaving comments on fanfics. But the rest, I'm not really interested in the rest. And I cannot stress enough how many opinions I keep to my damn self. Like, I don't even talk about most of my opinions on stream, which is ridiculous considering how much I just rambled about it. But I really, really cannot stress enough. I do not talk about my opinions online much, if at all. The bird that's native to Canada and Alaska. Oh, dang. Oh, dear. How did she get there? What? That's ridiculous. She's happy and healthy there. Whoa. Weird. Weather fuckery. Okay. We've got colors. At least some of them. Yeah. Curated internet experience is very, very important. Yeah. The sheer amount of times I am like scrolling on TikTok and I go to comment on a video that it's like I have thoughts and opinions on, and I will instead say nothing and scroll away. There are a few times, like, oh my god, literally, I made the mistake once. I literally left the comment and was like, I'm gonna regret this later. Lo and behold, I get a stupid comment under mine, and it's just the like, I'm not fucking debating with you on this. I'm just gonna delete that from my notifications and not deal with you. Because what do you mean, how, when I say Doug Ford has cut funding to wildlife and wildfire conservation efforts in Ontario? How are you going to ask how? You can, Google's free. Go ahead. Do your research. I believe in you. Okay, we have our base. Boop. Yes, listen, I cannot stress enough how important it is to have your little group of friends that you can complain to about stupid things in the world. This is necessary to be a happy and healthy person. You need the people you can complain about stuff to. Totally unrelated, by the way. I'm playing my own game right now, and my healer just did more damage than my DPS, like 3 million more. Oop. I mean, yeah, aren't you playing one of your number go up games? That's not entirely surprising. We're just gonna go like that. Isn't it also easy to see too? It's on land. Wealthy people have been gunning for years. Interesting. Currency wars. Also, you wore the bag all morning. Yay. I'm so glad you liked it. I'm glad that it came out and it's like it's good quality and stuff. That's always my worry for these sort of like merch runs where it's just the like, oh, here's this pretty thing and like here's the nice mock-up that they show on the listing and then you get it and it's trash. So I'm glad that it's like nice. It looks really, really cute. Okay. Okay. Now it's time for 7 billion layers of color. Ah. All right, you ready for Taisha to start looking absolutely bananas? I do mean that. I do mean that. We're gonna be blocking everything off. So she's gonna look a little technicolor for a bit. Just trust the method, okay? This hurts my eyes. We'll do her hair first, just so he can fix it. Yeah, no, this is rough. Okay, next we're going to do This is always the funniest part of my time lapses is just the brief moment when they are suddenly Technicolor. And then slowly their actual colors start coming back. It is a very necessary part of the process, but good lord, does it look bad? She looks like a Smurf. Oh no! Oh no! She looks like a Smurf. Oh no! Bad. And we'll put the eyebrows on there too. Actually, let's put all the ornaments on one layer. I'm trusting the process, but what the fuck? Stickers so I could send it. Oh my god, wait, did you guys see? There's a thing, it might just be for like Partner Plus or something, but tier 2 can send gifts in chat. At least that's what I saw from Martin, like in the Littlewood Martin. Tier 2 can send gifts now, which is bananas. Actually, let's do teeth, mouth, all this. Let's have all that on the same layer as well. Yeah, I saw it because I popped in on Martin because he was just doing a just chatting stream, and I was like, you don't do those very often unless they are like announcing something. So what's up? I pop in and I see a giant Elmo gif in chat, and I'm like, what? What? So lo and behold, at very least, it might, again, this might be a Partner Plus thing, so I might not have access to it. But it's something actually cool that Twitch is rolling out, which is rare. Yeah, is there like, yeah. Yeah, could you imagine? Could you imagine Twitch actually doing something that people like? I didn't think it was possible. All right. We're going to start restoring some of her colors. For the love of God. Actually, we're just gonna do this for now. Oh. I do have to do a little bit of cleanup, but I'll do that when I'm on each individual layer. Why do you do color blocking? Curious of the method. Okay. Actually, you know what? I can show this off with one of my finished pieces. Where? Hello? Hold on. Sort by date. Thank you. Yeah, because I think I did it on this one too. Let's see what my bullshit layer setup is. Yeah, okay. Let's get rid of some of the modification layers. So for this piece, right? Each individual part is its own layer. So that way, when I am rendering, I only have to take it one section at a time. And it's basically acting like a masking layer using alpha. So like all of her jewelry, I have like the base flat, but for the actual rendering and stuff, it's on its own layer. Same with like her dress and stuff like that. But yeah, because then it lets me just be messy with my general color blocking and then have like actual nice refined stuff. Murray is so hot. I agree. But yeah, that's why I do it at least. So, oh, let me actually, we don't need this. So similar thing here. That's why these parts are split up. So then when I am rendering, I don't have to worry about, when I'm like rendering her skin, I don't have to worry about it going on her hair. And I will also have like a couple of layers on top of those as well for like specifically her hair, because I really want to get some of these nicer, like fluffier curls, the little flyaways and stuff. But that's later. First things first is actually just getting the depth and stuff like that. Yeah, so currently it's just gonna look a little bit weird. Just a scotch. But yeah. So that way, if I remove all of these layers, it just goes back to her flats. So I always have something to refer back to. Hmm. Good time zone. How you doing, Cerberus? I'm trying to decide which layer I want to start on. I think honestly, just I could just start on her hair, at least blocking in some of her hair, because it's Taisha's hair is so genuinely awesome, and I want to be able to do it justice. But to do it justice means really sitting down and like being and locking in on getting this texture right. Fighting the EP though. Oh my goodness. No, same. Ooh, 19. Very nice. I'm also fighting the EP, but that's also because I got woken up at 6 a.m. because of a very, very loud lightning storm. And I was able to go back to sleep, but then, waking up again and just, spicy bones. Yeah, I love the rain. My bones, not so much, unfortunately. Hi, Almond. Beep, 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 beep. First things first with hair, when it is this big and dense, figure out the big shapes. I have seen the CR crew, except for Talos and IRL. That's awesome! I'm so jealous! Rain hurts my head. Yeah, same. Oh, I need to, hold on. I forgot on Tumblr, I need to reblog thing. 2 seconds. I have to reblog Horse Girl. There we go. Yeah, seems like most of the thunderstorm has passed, which is good because we got very precious cargo coming on plane, and I would hate for their landing to be super turbulent. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out, though. Have a good day. Showing of Hades Town. That's awesome. I need to watch Hades Town. The music is so good from it. From, well, at least the original Broadway, but I haven't been on a plane since 2014. Honestly, don't remember what it's like. You're not missing much. It's a big long tube. Your ears pop because of the altitude. You go jiggle, jiggle, jiggle for a bit when the air is bad. And the food sucks. That's all that's really necessary to remember. It's original cast Broadway recording. That's amazing. Yeah, we're currently jamming out to Claire Obscure. It's been a bit since I listened to it on stream, so I was like, you know what? I have a hankering for it now that I am no longer sick and Ontario isn't on fire as much. I was like, I deserve a treat. And that treat is going to come in the form of tasty French jams. See, now I'm just thinking of like fruit jam made in France, and I know that shit's bussin'. Mm. Congrats on face voice. Thank you. We're finally getting to a range where I don't sound like a complete prepubescent boy, you know? It's still there, but not as much, you know? I get a Sky Tubeless in less than a month. I hope it's a good flight. I hope the weather is on your side. Oh, yeah, no. Listen, I had tonsillitis. I had tonsillitis fully for like a full 10 days. Actually, longer. So my voice being like this now, not entirely surprising. I still have moments where it goes higher up, but like less so. Now it's more just like this is more of my relaxed range, which is really nice. Because before my relaxed range was like a bit higher up here, and now I have to actually strain to do that, which is nice. Getting in sky tubes for back-to-back trips at the end of November. Yeah, that's going to be really funny. Tonsillitis, a new way for transgender? No, you don't want tonsillitis. It's not fun. I did my course of antibiotics though, which oh geez, I just broke OBS. Hold on. Oop, no. There we go. Panic averted. Yeah. Tonsillitis, not fun. Do not recommend. I'm probably going to be discussing with my doctor on getting a tonsillectomy. I'm not gonna lie. It's been the like.
My favorite form of
are we
money
doing
laundering.
Okay, I guess we're going to be taking a quick art break in a second. But yeah, I'm going to be talking with my doctor about tonsillectomy because, figuring out that it's just been my tonsils that have been doing that to me every single year, twice a year. Hey man, simple fucking solution. No more tonsils. There's a reverse tonsillitis for trans femmes. I got nothing to help you with there. Wait, did that make sense? I don't think so. It's fine. I don't need to talk good on this stream where I'm supposed to talk. That's not a thing. Everyone knows you're not supposed to be good at talking in order to stream. Let's do it. Let's do it, dude. Oh god, I'm so tired. Where's my D6? There you are. Oh my god, I'm crying. Just want to leave. Call should call good. All right, we are drawing Damien. Our sad little bug. Wait. I'm gonna draw something very specifically because of today's page. Oh, hi, baby.
Don't mind me just watching.
Don't mind you just watching. You can watch from over there. Okay, that's a bit close.
I get the best view from here.
Uh-huh.
Front row seat.
Sure. Bucks has an IRL stalker called wife. Listen. Anyone who hears the circumstances of how we met and then got together, it's the most like, oh wow. So this is the parasocialist dream, huh? Like it's
Why don't you explain that?
Yeah, I could explain it. Sure. Basically, I mean, it's very straightforward. I was streaming a little bit already at that point. It was during my first era of Critical Role when I was really into the Mighty Nine, and I had started getting popular because of it. And I had started putting out Sapphire Stained Cobalt, which was a Bojess comic. And at the same time, I was also drawing some, for the sake of Twitch, we'll call it spicy art on an alt Twitter account, right? Ronnie had come across she came across Sapphire Stained Cobalt, and she was like, oh, that's really cool. And then it was like a few weeks later or something that she then came across my spicy art and really liked it. She commented on like every single post that I made, right? Every single post. Something really, really thirsty and really horny. It was adorable. And then she realized that those two people were one and the same. And she popped into my chat one day, and I immediately recognized her username, and I was like, oh my god, it's you, the horny one. and then she joined my community Discord. And everyone else also immediately identified her as, oh my god, you're the one, you're the horny you're the horny one that always comments on Fox's art. And then, you know, she started participating in the community more. And then when we were having like a server hangout day, she popped in call. I heard her voice all of once, and I blushed so hard I forgot how to talk for like 3 minutes. And the rest is history, and now we're married. So, we shouldn't be the example for parasocial relationships because we are one of those few instances. One of the few instances where it actually turned out well and like wholesome and healthy. But it was very funny. But yeah, that's how Ronnie and I met. Anyways, let's draw Damien.
I think it is very important to specify.
Oh.
Because it's the thing of like, I'd seen Sapphire Stain Cobalt before, just from existing in the Critical Role fandom. And then I saw your spicy content.
Yeah.
So
like I just explained.
No, because it's very important because you didn't post anywhere on your spicy account that you went live. It's very important that I made that connection in the art style. And the reason I made that connection in the art style was because I mistook your D&D character at the time
That's right.
for Essek Thalis.
Yeah.
And so I thought, oh, some cool Essek art. And then I started reading the tags and reading like the things on it, and I'm like, wait a second. Essek doesn't have a prosthetic arm. That's the first bit that tipped me off.
Yeah.
Because I thought this was like AU content.
Yeah, no.
It didn't help that the art itself was like,
keep it PG for Twitch.
I am being PG. It was ship art between Leo and what was his name? Like Ignis? Something like that?
Ignis.
Who is a scruffy, homeless-looking redhead, but a monk instead of a wizard. And it was literally me just being like, this is a weird AU of Critical Role.
He wasn't a monk.
I don't know what he was.
I don't remember.
I don't care enough to remember. We don't talk to him anymore.
Art style gives you away. Oh, yeah. No, that has actually been a problem before.
Uh-huh.
I've tried to anonymously post smut before, and the comment section was like, is this foxology? And I was like, fuck. So I gave up on it. I deleted all of that, and I was just like, well, all right. Guess it just has to be under my own name.
It was very, very important that I made that connection, because at one point I was just scrolling through Twitter and I saw that you'd posted after making that connection, and it was just like, oh, they're going live. I've never really opened up Twitch. Like, what even is Twitch about? The day that we met was the day that I created my first Twitch account. And it is my current Twitch account. I created Twitch to meet you.
Like, it's fan fiction levels of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just own your porn. Which I do now. But like,
it's good porn.
Yeah,
yes, I created the platform of Twitch. No, I created my Twitch account.
If you created Twitch, fix it. Fucking fix it. This thing's a mess.
You know, sometimes when you have a kid and then the kid becomes an absolute disgrace and failure, and you try to distance yourself from that kid and disown them. Yeah, my Twitch account's age is exactly as long as I've known Fox.
Which is so fruity.
Yeah.
Gay.
You're gay.
Homosexual.
You're homosexual.
Hold on. I need to
Alma, if you were disowned, why does your mother come to visit you so often?
Damn. Damn.
I'm sorry. It was there. It was right there.
It's them, the employed brothers. You're gonna say my dad because he sends me money. Yeah, no, buddy. I don't think you were ever actually disowned.
Your tragic backstory is gone. Yes, because that was the tragic
Yeah,
element of your
that
backstory.
was definitely the sad part.
It wasn't the rest of
It wasn't anything else. Also, do you like the employed brothers?
Brothers.
Brothers.
Brother. I have a 9 to 5.
Oh, this is so stupid.
Speaking of, do you want to hear something
no.
silly from my 9 to 5?
Can you say it on twitch.tv?
Yeah, over the course of this stream, I have received
Shrimp
6 different
heaven
emails
now.
from different companies being like, hey, why don't you try our AI product?
Kill
Why
yourself.
don't you implement our AI product in your workflows?
Oh god, I'm being Tamagotchi'd. Hold on.
It sucks. I hate this fucking industry.
Thank you for the water.
If anyone tells you that they're going to try and get into tech, shoot them. It will be easier.
It'll be kinder.
It'll be kinder. But hey, what other job would I be able to kneel at your side and watch you stream while I am officially on the clock?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I'm just waiting to hear back from 3 different emails. And everybody else in this fucking industry doesn't like to send emails.
Of course. Also, ta-da, here's the doodle that you redeemed.
I did redeem. This is perfect.
It is July 21st? Is it really? Ugh. Toilet for floors, yeah, really. I heard the evil sound.
I also heard the evil
Yeah.
sound. That might have been one of the emails that I've sent that should be coming back. Let's find out.
Let's
it might
find
be another
out.
spam email about implementing AI in my workflows.
Ugh.
If
Pat.
I'm so glad that I can just be like, no, fuck you.
With your host,
religious
me,
exemption.
I've been queer the
I will
whole
sue you
time.
if you force me. It's great.
I do love that is a thing now that people can
Yeah.
clap back with.
You
of
don't
just
even
the-
gotta be Catholic.
No, it's
the
just-
fact that the Pope has done that means that it is applicable for a religious exemption to apply. Which means if you're someone who, like myself, is pagan, you can use your paganism as an excuse to not use AI at work. Because if
Yes,
they force
everyone
you,
check in.
they're going against
your
your
little
religious
squeaky.
beliefs.
I need to talk to Cam about setting up the check-ins so that there's variety to them.
Yeah.
Because I think that shit is really funny. Of like, yeah, you guys might just be able to like whack me in the head with an object by chance. General news: celebrated your birthday last week. Happy birthday last week! Congratulations on aging. Congrats on your boom eviction anniversary. I just make it more and more unhinged. I said womb eviction. You return with bulgogi. Oh my god, share. Yeah, no. Use whatever excuse you need in order to get out of using AI. Would that make you a tumor baby? I mean, it's still a womb eviction. It's just one is a little more forceful than the other. You were still evicted ultimately. And yes, all babies are technically types of tumors / parasites. Medically speaking. Have about an hour left before Ronnie and I are going to need to start getting ready to skedaddle. Hopefully I can finish the hair by then. Jeez. Good. Good for you, Demi. Yay! My voice is absolutely crackling. My goodness. Photos of the family for AI, it just, You kind of need to sing bass now. I can actually hit notes that I've never been able to before. It is so nice. There's so many, here's the actual problem. There's so many songs I can finally sing. And now there are songs I can no longer sing. And that actually hurts worse. There's songs from Clair Obscur. I can't hit the notes anymore. It just comes out as It sucks. But like, huzzah, I can sing other things. But now I can't sing along with some of my favorite Clair Obscur songs unless I like seriously modulate it down. Like which one was the one I recently had the biggest heartbreak over? Hold on, let me pull up my bangers playlist for Clair Obscur. I think it was Tic Tacs. I can't sing along with it anymore. Here, I'm gonna play it real quick and then we'll go right back to the lyric list. I'm not gonna sing along to it because I can barely hit these notes anymore. Yep, nope, that caps. There's the cap. It just stops. My voice just stops. Yeah, it's, again, I could bring it down an octave and then I can sing along with it, but that's not the fun thing. Y'all don't understand. I used to be full mezzo-soprano when I was, not even when I was, before starting HRT. And now it's just nothing. Absolutely nothing coming out. This is one of my favorite, like, non-major songs, you know? Embrace it. Bass voice gives goosebumps. Give your wife the experience. Oh, I do constantly. Don't worry about that. Equivalent exchange. Yeah. I feel like at one point I do have to have a, like, some sort of, like, not full karaoke, but, like, some kind of, like, a singing something for stream. And it is literally just a humble Fox moment of, okay, now sing this song. And you have to be in the same pitch. Half of the song is just silent because I can't hit the notes because my vocal cords literally won't let me. Yeah, no, I think we'd kill Ronnie if we started like singing together in a duet. But that's why we got to do it, obviously. Yeah, the name definitely doesn't help. Oh, I gotta be like so careful if I try and do any of the higher notes. Sucks. Oh my goodness. How many months? That's bananas. Thank you so much for the resub. I don't really touch new SMPs anymore. Like I'm still waiting for Pantheon SMP, but that one's been delayed so much, so I'm just sort of like, well, that'll come out when it comes out. But I'm actually thoroughly in the I'm looking for new like TTRPGs to listen to. I have been let me go back to the lyric list. Where is it? Dune. I believe we were here. Yes. we do if we do Good Riddance from Hades, I think that would be fun. Well, I'll add that to songs to learn. Excited for Pantheon. I'm excited to watch everyone go crazy over Pantheon. Yeah, I have some very funny knowledge about Pantheon that I cannot say. But it's gonna be very fun. It's gonna be very fun. I'm very excited for it. Dungeon delivery is great. Yeah, listen, I'm currently doing a watch through of LA by Night, which is a Vampire the Masquerade game. It is an official canon story too. So it has been added to the official canon of like World of Darkness in LA. Thanks for the jump scare. Rude. Percy and Molly should be landing in an hour 46. Okay. Cool. So like in an hour and 15, just give me the heads up. That got you. That good juice LA by Night. I genuinely love LA by Night. I just got to the episode of the Seneschal Suzanne's In Memoriam. That shit was so cool. It was so good. Also watching Erika Ishii play Marie Antoinette was hilarious. Train takes 45 minutes. Oh, that is a good point. Okay, so like you wanna tap me on the shoulder in like 45 minutes so then we can get dressed and then all right, cool. All right, gang. The stream will go on for another 45 minutes and then I must abscond. Her hair was great. I sent it to the Discord, but let me just show it for posterity for the stream so that everyone knows what I'm talking about. Please bear witness to this Canadian train. Now, well, technically, okay. There is a express train from Union in downtown Toronto that goes to Pearson International Airport, and it takes like 45-ish minutes, which is a lot better than getting there any other way. But yeah, I'm slowly making my way through. It is delightful. I have been absolutely eating it up. But it is fun because I am running my own vampires game. And I'm doing things a little bit different. I'm running it more like Private Nightmares, which is run by Alex Ward. And if you want to get into any Vampire the Masquerade stuff, I would honestly recommend starting with Private Nightmares. One, because the episodes are better produced. And two, because Abria Iyengar and Luis Carrazzo are players, and they have the most toxic situationship going on. And it makes you want to chew cement. All right? Dry cement, not wet cement. Fan of our crazy arc is freaking, oh my gosh. Because I finally got to the scene where we see Therese use dementation on him. It's great. It's great. Yeah, no, it's not as absolutely batshit insane as City Council of Darkness, which is barely a World of Darkness story. That one was 100% a let's just do shits and giggles and yes and till we're blue in the face. There's a difference. But yeah, if you want like good old fashioned vampires, but you want like a shorter run of like introduction to it, Private Nightmares. Absolutely Private Nightmares. I'm gonna pull up a screenshot. I have to propagandize. I'm so sorry. Give me a second. Private Nightmares. Where is the moment? The moment. Okay, well, this is definitely one. First things first, we got Alex being very, very touchy and feely and fruity. Also, Xander Genre is just a fucking gem. And so is Gina DeVivo. Where is... There it is. Ah, yes, the meme format. Hold on. Because this was such a great moment that they were like, this is a new meme format, guys. This entire scene was bananas. Because the way that Private Nightmares is sort of played is it is played on a stage where everyone is moving around freely. It's not sat around a table. It is full body acting. And Alex stalks around the players like a fucking predator, and it's so juicy. Ugh. Everyone, please go watch Private Nightmares. It is free on YouTube. Season 2 finished recently, and Season 3 is going to be in November. Please. Join me in my absolute insanity. They also, which is super nice, they didn't have to do that, but they did. They re-uploaded one of the early episodes that had audio problems, and they fixed all the audio problems, so you can actually hear what happened in those scenes. And it's really, really nice of them, and they didn't have to do that, but it's like, they have a really caring production crew. Project Ghostlight is the group behind it, and it's all just a bunch of very, very lovely people who really love the craft, and they do it well. It's very, very nice. Yes. Wee, 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 wee. Hair's turning out pretty good. I'll admit. I'm liking where it's going. I am trusting the process. Prick / miscommunication SMP. I have tried getting into it multiple times. I don't think it's for me personally, but I see so many people are having fun with it, which is awesome. Ugh. Every time I hear this part of the song, I am just blatantly reminded that I still need to keep playing Claire Obscure on stream. I have my wonderful VTuber for it and everything. I just need to I need to get over my weird, complicated feelings of guilt of not doing art on stream. I have my delightful little French VTuber made by Ducky. Mm-hmm. Yeah, every time I pop in on either legs or sausage while they're while they're on hold on. Sorry, I had to cough like an iPad kid for a second. Every time I tune into their streams just to see what they're up to and stuff, it's the most like I've come in at an absolutely insane moment. Okay, I have no idea what's going on. Everyone's talking in very intense lore voices. Seems like they're having fun though. Okie dokie. So long as you're having fun. It is always funny though when I do pop in for like my resub and he's doing his really intense lore voice sausage, right? He's doing his really intense lore voice and then the subscription goes through. He mutes. Oh my god, Fox, thank you so much for that. And it's so funny. It's so funny. And it's just like, yeah, it really is that easy to switch when you're doing like D&D stuff as well, where it's just the like, yes, we have to focus on the, oh my god, stop, no, don't send those memes in chat, stop that. I mean, yeah, he is a delightful creator, and he and I have like a pretty solid working relationship as well. So it's listen, when you get someone to do several TCG cards for you and all of your emotes, you end up building a bit of a rapport. And he is genuinely a sweetheart. So like I'm always happy to give him my sub, even though I don't watch him as much as I used to. Oh, thank you for the save reminder. Still waiting for the day he shows up in your DMs with a new project. I'm also waiting for that. But he's got also so many more artists that he can choose from who are also like active artists in his community. I get it. And he frequently, that's the thing too. It's one of the things I really, really love about him is he's always looking for new artists so he can throw money at more artists. And I genuinely love that. I think any sort of a bigger creator, if they themselves aren't an artist / don't have the time to produce art for their channel, should absolutely be looking for any artists in their community or just finding people to throw money at. I think that's like a really great way of doing it. He is a good egg, indeed. Enjoy dinner. And thank you. I'm not going to be going for much longer since I got to go pick up some very important people at the airport. But yes, I'm not sure when this piece is going to be finished, but I will try to get it done in the next 2 days. In between, other stuff. But hopefully soon, you guys will get your hands on this piece. I am very excited to post this time lapse because I know it's going to look absolutely ridiculous. Especially with the color blocking. Yeah.
Shrimp! Heaven! Now!
Ugh. Everyone, shrimp check. And if you weren't shrimping, make sure you stretch. This is probably one of my favorite songs of Clair Obscur, just on a whole. because my first playthrough, the entire time I was having so much fun. And then this fucker came along. And I had my first death of the entire run. And I was the design of the Lampmaster freaked me the fuck out so much because of how it moved and how it was designed. And it's just what if I not shrimp but bull shaped in the chair? No, not good. Is it fun? Never played it. It's very fun. The story is its highlight for sure, but the actual like game mechanics, the combat is so fun. It is a CRPG. It's got like turn-based combat, but actually good. Which was because that was my biggest thing of why I didn't play it for the first while after it came out, was just the like, oh, I'm not really interested in most like turn-based games. Like I'll play D&D and stuff, but like Baldur's Gate was sort of an exception just because it was D&D mechanics. But then they pulled off something so genuinely special with the combat. All of the enemies being unique, the music being unique for each of the enemies, the story being so intriguing, you learned. And you were happy to learn. Hi, baby. Listen. I don't usually like most turn-based combats games, all right? There's a reason I don't like Pokemon games. I am not interested in press button, maybe hit. Okay, move on. You know? Because I'm the same. There you go. But yeah, this one, the fact that it is turn-based, but you gotta get good real fast if you want to survive, because it's like, okay, I hit the guy, and now he's gonna hit. Oh my god, why did it kill me? Oh, I can dodge. Oh, I need to dodge? Oh, okay. I see. And then it sort of becomes like Rhythm Heaven-esque, where it's just you start learning the patterns of moves. And it becomes very fun. And then on top of all of that, again, the story is a testament that bullying works if it's from friends and it's done correctly. I mean, listen, I would very much like to play it on stream again. I still have my run. I'm still in like early Act 1. And I really would love to play that for you guys. It is such a phenomenal game, and listen, it swept the Game Awards for a reason. People aren't just glazing it needlessly. It is actually that good. Which has always been my favorite. It happens every year. When a game that wins Game of the Year, and quote unquote, no one's heard about it, when it's sold like millions and millions of copies. And it's like, oh, no one's heard it. It's totally like over, like, this didn't deserve to win. And then every single person, one by one, starts retracting their grievances and statements the second they play it. And they're like, hey, so like I actually cried in the first 30 minutes. So that's fucked. And it's like, yeah. Interesting, huh? It's almost like it's a really good game and deserved those awards. I'm very excited for the next game in the installation, like in the franchise and stuff, because they have been talking about how it's like, yeah, we are wanting to work on the next game. We can't announce anything yet, but it's like we've been thinking about it for a bit now of what it would be. And I'm just sitting here like, I don't care if I have to wait 15 years. I will wait. I will sit my ass down and I will wait. I just really hope they don't use any more AI. Because that whole debacle, it was a mess. It was a hot garbage fire. They had the excuse of because of how production works. Yeah, when they were using AI, it was in its nascence and it wasn't to the parasitic degree it was now. If they use any AI in their next game, that shit is irredeemable. We get Expedition 34 before GTA. Gosh. I mean, it wouldn't be called Expedition 34, but I get what you mean. Yeah. I am curious what the next one is going to be, because it is going to be it's going to be Claire Obscure, subtitle, you know? And I'm very curious as to what we're going to explore after all of the things we learned in the first game of what the world is. And it's like, okay, so what are we doing? Yeah, looking at Larian. Oh my gosh. I have never seen the hype for a new game rise and then die so quickly than with the new Divinity game. Oh my goodness. That was bananas. So many people were so excited, myself included. I was like, oh my goodness, a new Divinity game, and it looks fire. That's awesome. I can't wait to wishlist it. And then 2 days later, here comes John Larian. Hi. We use so much AI for all of our concept art. And probably for a lot of production as well. Aren't you guys so excited? And everyone collectively said, fucking no! How dare you? Sadness. Yeah, no, Alma. That is understandable for you. The trailer was very, very gory. I would love for them to cover some of the writer stuff in the next Clair Obscur game. I would, genuinely, I would love for it to be like a POV of the writers. And I want only Clea to make a cameo. I don't want any other Descendra to show up. Just Clea. And only as a cameo of, yeah, she's causing problems for the writers. That's it. That's all I want. But also, if we never hear the name Descendra again, I'll be okay with that too. Yeah, you have a good dinner. Bone apple teeth and all that. Yeah, we're going to be wrapping soon anyways. Not related, but my general perception of turn-based games has been that I bounce off of them. Yeah. I am very much the same. That's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. We're getting there. We're getting some actual shapes. And it's not looking as much like just one big blob. Now, a lot of this is also going to be like, there's going to be some draw over on the edges and stuff like that, but that's later. For now, it's just important to get the main event. I do feel bad about the Claire Obscure AU that I did start like half a year ago at this point or something. And I was going to continue, and then all of the hyperfixation just sort of rushed out of me and went into Critical Role. I, on occasion, get asks of like, hey, are you going to be continuing the AU? And it's like, currently, no plans to do that. But I want to. I have written scripts. I have files made for future chapters and stuff. I might end up just having it be a fanfic though, because it'll... Honestly, it might end up being faster to just write it. I never want to say that writing is easier than drawing. But I will say it is definitely easier than comics. Sequential storytelling takes a lot of time, and for me at least, I find writing to be so much faster. I wouldn't say exploded. The only thing I would even say fanfic that had actual quote unquote success would be the one related to its spreads that I posted. The little like one shot about Scar, which I still get notes on, by the way. I still get kudos. And I still get like comments of like, hey, this is really good. And I was like, really? I kind of wrote that in an afternoon, but I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I'm aware that my prose is definitely not for everyone. My writing is very flowery. What can I say? I like using big words, and I cannot lie. Yeah, I feel like if I ever get back to the, what do I call it? We Go Lower? Yeah. Well, if I ever get back to We Go Lower, I feel like I would almost certainly, at least half of it would have to be just written and not comic form, which sucks, but also, you know, if changing the medium at least gets the story out there, then I'll do that. I wouldn't do that for something like Skyfell, but for like a fan project, absolutely. The amount of times I've had to talk to Ronnie about like, oh man, Skyfell is taking so long to make because it's like a full color comic and like I have a certain standard of how it should look. And she keeps being like, just make it black and white. And I say no. Because I'm stubborn. And I don't like how it would look. Cries. The difference between writing and comic work is that you have to write your comic and then draw it too. Exactly. Exactly. I only have so much energy to be able to do, like, listen, writing a comic is a lot of fucking work. It's a lot of fucking work. There's so many different things you have to do if you are making every single step of the process. You have to be, one, the author, obviously. Two, you have to be the layout artist. You have to design all of the backgrounds. You have to be the colorist. You have to design all the characters. You have to have a design Bible. You have to have lighting figured out.
With your host, me, I've been queer the whole time.
If you want, you could also outsource some things like color blocking. That's what I had with Ronnie, which she's sat right next to me right now for whatever reason. She looks like she has something to say. That's what I did with Ronnie for It Spreads. The only issue, she doesn't do it fast enough to make sense, to actually hand off pages like that. And even worse than that, that means I would have to make a cohesive enough character sheet that I could hand off to someone else and be like, hey, can you do the color flats for this? Because something that happened during It Spreads was that you would do the flats, and then I would have to spend almost 30 minutes on each page correcting what you did.
Yeah.
So it ultimately was not worth it. Unfortunately.
That's also just because I'm not great at doing that.
Yeah, but it wasn't helped by my shit. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you so much for that. I'm almost out of water. Can I send you to get me some water?
Of course. I was just coming over here to
Oh, wait.
mention how, at the very least, you do have people you can bounce ideas off of. You've got
Yes,
the knowers,
my
you've got your
knowers. I love
co-authors,
my knowers. Yeah.
which is very useful, especially for multiple times where you've written yourself into a corner
Yeah.
and then had to go, guys, help! How do I do this?
Help.
Yeah, no, I still think you could. There are things you could do stylistically with the comic that would help speed up production, but at the same time, with the new groove that you found,
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think it needs it.
No.
immediately. Only,
I've found
who knows?
I've found a good workflow, which is to literally work on 2 pages at once. Somehow that is a good workflow. You mentioned years ago that you would not share the work because no one else does it like you. Yeah. It is difficult to try and hand off work. It is very much an industry standard for comics that it's like, yeah, only one person is in charge of like lines, and then another person does colors, and then another person does lettering, and then another person does whatever. I can't do that. I just cannot do that. It is entirely a trust thing, and I don't trust people with my comic. The way I work is a very, frankly, deranged way to do a pipeline for comics, and I don't want to bring anyone into it. I don't want to inflict anyone with my madness. But yeah, that does mean that it takes some time. But here's the thing. When the first book is done, I am intending to take a prolonged hiatus from Skyfell publicly. Privately, I am going to be working on book 2 to the point where I can do monthly chapter releases rather than twice a week page releases. Obviously, in order to do that, I need to have multiple chapters as a backlog, which will drive me insane. But that's okay. Creation is hard. Creation on a consistent timetable with the same characters, hard. Yeah, especially because I'm the only motivating factor for Skyfell. There is nothing else that is actually motivating me, like motivating to keep doing it. Yeah, no. Hey, my pronouns, they are down here. They are down here. I can't wait for my voice to reach a certain level where I won't get she heard as much. That is still, a while away, but we're getting there. Okay, I'm gonna leave the hair for now. Because a lot of the stuff I want to do after is like layering on top of. That's for later. Oh, trust me, we've got vacations. We've got lots of vacations planned and scheduled, so no need to worry about that. I'm not going to do a lot of her skin right now, just because I'm gonna have to go in a little bit. But at very least, blocking things out. Just want to clean the hairline a bit so it stops bothering me. Okay. Yeah, we've got plans for basically the rest of the year at this point. Very, very excited to do all of our fun vacations.
is time.
Oh my god, is it time?
Yeah. 45 minutes have elapsed.
45 minutes have indeed elapsed. Oh my goodness, guys, I must go. That's it. That's all for today's stream. I have to go pick up friends from the airport. Yeah. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. This has been a delight. Thank you for keeping me on task and yapping the whole time. But yes, I must go pick up friends from the airport after their trip across the Atlantic. Let's see who's live. Lots of people. Lots of people. Mm-mm-mm. Hold on, I need to sneeze. Oh, God. Yeah, fine. Okay, we're good. We're going to raid Daishi, who is doing some beautiful painting right now. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. This has been lovely. I'm so glad to be back and no longer sick and also inflicted with wildfires and lightning storms. I will see you all the next time I stream, whatever the fuck that is. I love you guys so much. Peace!